Hello everyone, and here we are at a second session of input output. So let's see what are we going to do today. So today we are going to discuss input output problems based on mathematical operations and the problems which cannot be classified under shifting, arrangement or mathematical operations. We would be putting or classifying those problems under miscellaneous pattern. So let's have a look at both of these patterns one by one. So, what kind of mathematical operations could be seen in an input-output problem? You could see the numbers are being squared, or the cubes have been done, or adding the digits within the number, which is nothing but the digit sum, or multiplying the digits within the number. You could see some common number being added, some common number being subtracted, multiplied or divide. So these are the some very frequently asked or frequently used mathematical operations in the input output questions. We will understand this with an example of few examples. We will understand this with the help of some examples. So here is the first example where we have the input string consisting of numbers 26, 34, 56, 78, 63 and 99. And in step 1, if you observe that these four numbers have remained same, but in place of 26 we have 20 and in place of 99 we have 90. In step 2, again these have remained same, 56 and 78 again have remained same, but in place of 34 we have 30 and in place of 63 we have 60. And eventually in this step 3, 56 has been written as 50 and 78 has been written as 70. And it has been also been given that step 3 is the final step. So what has happened here? What has happened here is this, that in this example the unit digit of the leftmost and the rightmost numbers are simultaneously being subtracted from the numbers themselves. So 26 minus 6 has given us 20 in the first step, and 99 minus 9 have got us 90 in the first step. In the second step, 34 minus 4, what we are doing, we are subtracting the unit digit of a number from the number itself. Then 63 minus 3, so that these two numbers can be seen in the step number 2. And in the last step, 56 minus 6, we have seen 50 coming here, and 78 minus 8, 70 coming into the picture. So this is the pattern that has been used in this particular example. So in each step, this process has been done with two numbers, with the leftmost and the rightmost. In the step 1, and then later on, since the leftmost and rightmost have already gone through this process, then we have taken the next number as right of the leftmost one and the left of the rightmost one. So that is the input output pattern used in this particular question. So this is again a mathematical operation. What we have done, we have reduced the unit digit of every number from the number itself. Let's have a look at another example. So here we have an input string which is 25, 22, 15, 36, 29, 99. Step 1. In step 1, we are seeing numbers like 7, 4, 6, 9, 11, 18. Now, if we look at the input and the numbers in this step 1, we can see, we could not see, the addition, subtraction, division or multiplication happening. Nor even we can see the squares or the cubes. The other possibility to try would be digit sum. And if we just check the digit sum of each number in the input, we see here that in step 1 what we have done, we have simply written the digit sum of each number. 2 plus 5 gives you 7. 2 plus 2 gives you 4. 1 plus 5 gives you 6. 3 plus 6 gives 9. 2 plus 9 gives 11. And 9 plus 9 gives 18. So in the first step, we have simply written the digit sum for each number in the input. Step 2. In step 2, we are seeing numbers coming out to be as 10, 4, 5, 18, again 18 and 81. Here what we have done, here we have multiplied the digits in the number. 25, 2 into 5 has given us 10. 2 into 2 given us 4. 1 into 5 has given us 5. 3 into 6, 18. 2 into 9, 18. And 9 into 9, 81. So in step 2, we have multiplied the digits in each number which are given in the input. Step 3, here we have done the squaring of each number in the input, because 625 happens to be square for 25. 484 is the square for 22. 225 is the square for 15, and so on and so forth. So here in step 3, what we have done, we have squared the input. We have squared the numbers in the input. Step 4. This is where we have done the cube of each number. Because 15625 is 25 cube. Step 5. In step 5, we see numbers are being reduced all of a sudden. Okay, we see numbers like 5, 4.4, 3, 7.2, 9.76 and 19.8, and we see some decimal numbers. So here it's quite possible that division has been used. Now if we look closely, and if I want to connect input with the numbers in the step 5, we can see 25 when divided by 5 gives me 5. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3. 36 divided by 5 gives me 7.2. So what have we done? We have divided each number by 5 in step 5. We have divided by 5. Step 6. Step 6 is 7, 4, 6, 9. And if you observe a little, that these four numbers are same as step 1, only with this 11 has been replaced with 2 and this 18 has been replaced by 9. So what we can say, this is the digit sum of numbers in step 1. Step 7. 27, 24, 17, 38, 31, 101. Compare with the input, we can clearly see we have added 2 to every number of input, and that's how we have got a step 7. So in this question we have seen we have used a lot of mathematical operations like adding the digits or multiplying the digits in a particular number, squaring, cubing, division, addition. So each step has involved some or the other mathematical operations, and which mathematical operation has been used, this is you have to figure out based on your observation. And you know, most of the mathematical operations used are these only, so you can just try out these operations, like check for these operations first, like squaring, cubing, division, addition, subtraction, or digit sum. These are the most frequently used mathematical operations. So this is an extension of previous example, that if input is 78, 12, 27, 16, 87, 45, find step 2. Let's recall what was step 2. Step 2 was multiplying the digits of the number given in the input. So 7 into 8 should be 56, 1 into 2 should be 2, 2 into 7 should be 14, 1 into 6 is 6, 8 into 7 is again 56, and 4 into 5 is 20. That means our answer is option number A. If in a question following the same pattern which we have taken in the example just discussed, if step 5 is 6, 9, 12, 75, 8, find the input. So let's first recall what was step 5. In step 5, we have divided each number of the input by 5 to get the numbers which are given in the step 5. So from here what we have to do, from step 5 we have to recreate the input. So what we have seen in the example, that if an input number given was x, so in step 5 the corresponding number written with x was x by 5. So here we'll have to work backward. From step 5 we have to find the input. So what we will do, we will multiply by 5 to get the input. Okay, yeah. So our numbers in step 5 were 6, 9, 12, 75 and 8, and I want to recreate the input. That will be recreated by multiplying 5 to each number here. So 5 into 6 is 30, 9 into 5 is 45, 12 into 5 is 60, 75 into 5 is 375, and 8 into 5 is 40. So out of the given options, our answer should be option number A. Now let's understand the miscellaneous pattern of input output. When we see, we don't see a clear case of shifting, a pattern being followed, or arrangement, any kind of arrangement that has been done, then we could fit those kind of questions into the miscellaneous pattern. So let's see what's happening here. Here we have input string as 75, 14, 56, 27, 48, 31, 64, 97, 28 and 57. So it has few even numbers, few odd numbers, few prime numbers as well. So when we move from input to step 1, we see that 15 has come at the end, whereas there is no 15 in the input, but we have 14 in the input, and 15 is only plus 1 from 14. So what we have done, this 15 has come from 14 plus 1 because we could not see 14 in the step 1. And on the leftmost side we can see 72. Again 72 was not in the input, but 72 is exactly reverse of 27. So what we have done, we have reversed 27 to get 72, and we have placed it at the left hand side. Now how 14 and 27 are different, that 14 is an even number whereas 27 is an odd number. Let's see if this pattern is continued. Now we have the next higher even number as 28, and we can see 29 at the right end in the second step. So now we can conclude this 29 has come from 28 plus 1, and we can see 13 at the left end. 13 would have come from reverse of 31. So again what we have done, we have picked up the next higher even number, added 1 to it and placed it at the right hand side, and we have picked up the next odd number, reversed it and kept it at the leftmost side. Now the next higher even number is 48, and we can see 49 here. So I think now we can understand the pattern, that what's happening here. And then the next odd number is 57, which has been reversed at 75 and written at the left hand side. The next even number is 56. So we have got 56 plus 1, 57 at the right hand side. Next odd number is 75, reversed is been written as 57. Next even number is 64, added 1, kept on the right hand side. And lastly, the odd number 97 has been written in the reverse order and written as 79. So the pattern here was that in the input string, what we were doing with even number, we were adding 1 to the even numbers and then we are placing it the right hand side. Whereas with the odd numbers, we were writing the number in the reverse manner. And then placing it the left hand side. Now that is the pattern of coding decoding that has been followed in this particular question. So we can see we could not categorize this as an exactly shifting or arrangement or mathematical operation. That's why we are saying it's a miscellaneous pattern question. Let's have a look at few more patterns. So here we have input string, which is a combination of some words and some numbers. The input string goes like news 61, below 77, after, round 98, sound, element 83 and 64. And in this step 1 we see the only change that has happened is we have brought 61 ahead to the left hand side. Rest all have remained in the order. In step 2, 83 has been brought forward from the back. Everything else has been followed in order. In step 3, after has come to the left hand side, to the leftmost side. In step 4, we can see element coming into the front. Then in step 5, we can see 77 has been brought to the left hand side. In step 6, below, and news is in order actually. In step 7, round, and in step 8, 98 and 64 forward, last two numbers in the end, 64 has been brought forward. Now if you look at the output string, if you can see the pattern, what we have done, we have first arranged the prime numbers in, because 61 and 83 happens to be prime numbers. So first we have brought prime numbers to the left hand side, then we have arranged the words which are starting with a vowel. As you can see, we have brought after an element to the front, and both after and element starts with vowels. Then we have placed odd numbers. 77, there was only one odd number here. Suppose that we have arranged words which are starting with a consonant. And in the end we have arranged even numbers. So this is the pattern of input output that has been followed in this particular example. Let's have a look at one last example to understand the kind of variations that can happen in miscellaneous pattern in input output questions. So here we have the input string as hot, 15, air, fly, 79, 38, cat and 98. Now when I read the step 1, I see two new elements, which is ZRI and 52, and I see 15 and air have been dropped. Now I have to connect ZRI to air and 52 to 51. 52 to 51 is easy, because if I write 15 in the reverse order, that's 51 plus 1 gives me 52. And if I have to connect with air with ZRI, now here, a bit of our coding decoding concept would apply. I'm sure if you can recall, we have learned the opposite letter pairing. Z happens to be the opposite letter for A, I happens to be opposite letter for R, and R happens to be opposite letter for I. So what we have done, in place of air, all the three alphabets have been replaced with the alphabet letters here. Let's see if this pattern is being continued further or not. In this step 2, we see XZG coming in and 84 coming in, and from the input string cat has been missing and 83 has been missing. Again, sorry, 38 has been missing. 38 when written in the reverse order becomes 83, plus 1 gives me 84, and that has been placed at the right hand side. As far as cat is concerned, opposite letter of C is X, A is Z, and T is G. If you can recall, A to Z, Christmas, and GT Road, the opposite letter mnemonics codes that we have learned in the coding decoding. So we can see XZG coming in here. Then the next higher number is 79. 79 written in reverse order becomes 97, plus 198 we can see at the right hand side, and we have UOB that has come in the place of fly. So again, F, opposite letter for F is U, for L it is O, for Y it is B. We can see UOB coming in. And lastly, 98 when written in reverse order becomes 89, plus 1 gives me 90, which I can see at the right hand side, and hot will become, opposite letter for H is S, for O is L, and for T is G. So SLG at the left hand side and 90 at the right hand side. So here in this question we have used the concepts from the coding decoding. Okay, so you never know when the concept from one chapter could come handy in another topic. So these are couple of few examples that the variation that come into miscellaneous pattern coding, input output questions. Okay, so in miscellaneous category, anything which could not be tightly confined to shifting, arrangement, or mathematical operation, we would say it's a miscellaneous pattern thing. And as similar as coding decoding, there are no fixed set of rules or no fixed set of patterns in the input output questions. Maybe there could be a new pattern in every question, and if you're observant enough, if you have keen observation skills, you can quickly figure out what is being what is the pattern that has been followed here, and that will help you in cracking the question in a much lesser time. So this was all about machine input output, the kind of variations, as we have learned, shifting, arrangement, mathematical operations, and miscellaneous pattern. I hope this should help you in tackling any question which comes into your entrance exams. So thanks a lot, bye bye, take care, and make sure you solve a lot of problem on this topic to reduce your response time. These all topics require huge practice, and that practice will help you in greatly reducing your response time to any kind of question. Bye bye.